So we've cut out the card and we've got the inner part. It's now time to come up with a design for the inner. Okay, so I've got a few ideas. I'm not going to go over too many ideas because obviously it does take time, and you can do that after this session or later on in the week and come up with spend a bit more time and come up with your own ideas. Okay, so we've done some research and my theme is going to be a Star Wars theme thank you card with Yoda as my main character. Okay, so with that in mind, what I've done is I've started to create the inner of my card now. So you can see that I've come up with some basic drawing ideas, and what I'm going to do is base it on like a swamp theme where Yoda lives. Okay, within the films of Star Wars, okay, Dagobah system. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I've started off drawing some trees and some swamp like bushes and things like that, so I can go over these. I'm not going to colour them all in. I've done the basics of the background. Okay, I'm going to have like a little hut where Yoda lives, and obviously maybe some swamp beings, I'll do some other like birds or something like that. What I've done here is I've used my ruler, my T-square, and I've put kind of a border around the edges. Okay, I like borders, it tends to focus the design a little bit more, and what I'm going to do is I'll colour all this in. Another idea that I had was putting a little piece of card or another piece of paper within the centre. So I'll do that now, and I'm just going to use a piece of coloured card. Just roughly, I'm going to mark it out and then cut it out. So down there and along there. I get my scissors. I'm just going to cut along. It can be fairly rough, like I say. My background is like a swamp theme, so it doesn't have to, you know, it probably ties in nice and neat with the theme of it. So, yeah, I quite like that going away. So, I'll just do it like even. So I've got like a rough piece of paper for the inner. I'm going to fold it in half to make sure that I've got a crease down the middle, and that lies up or ties in with this. Okay, so just bring that down. Then I'm going to smooth that to the side. Get yourself a piece of scrap paper and then get some glue, and I'll glue all the edges so that it sticks down well, nice and neat. And there, top edge. Okay, get rid of my scrap paper, and then I'm just going to make sure that the crease lines here, they line up with the middle. Okay, so I can put that on there. Just press it down. Glue on there. Again, I'll get my pencil and give it a bit of a border around the edges, just roughly. Could even colour bits of that in, so that stands out the centre. And again, just go over my fold so that it's looking ready for my design to go on there of my pop out. Okay, so I'm going to colour some of these areas in. I've got a green for my tree at the top. Okay, so I can start that over there. What I'm going to do is I've done a design now for the main character to come out. So what I've been working on as well is a little drawing of Yoda. Okay, so what I'll do is I will cut him out, and then I'll place him on the pop out. What I'll do is I'm just going to cut him out first of all, and then I'll colour him in afterwards, and I won't stick him down just yet. So you can do something like this. Get yourself the pop out or the pop up. Okay, so cut out the design just carefully. Leave yourself enough room. Got a little board around him. I'm not going too neat to the edges, and then I'll just trim off the bottom. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold him in half because I need that crease line. So I'm just going to go roughly and fold so that when I bring my card back in, he's going to go along that line there. So it's going to come out like that. Okay, just bring the camera out a little bit. There you go. So I'm going to colour him in. I'm going to colour all this edges in, and then next what we can do is we can look at creating some sort of design for the outer part of the card, and that's where I'll put my thank you, and I'll use my slogan, and maybe put some other stuff on there to do with Star Wars. Okay, so what you can do then is go away, have a go at doing the inner part, get some colour on it, and then we'll look at doing the outer part. Okay.